Let's make it official.
How's the cameras? The camera's blurry. We out of focus. You know what I'm saying? About to start docking niggas. I had me blurry on one show, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't be dark skinned and blurry. I mean,
No, they had you blurry, bro.
huh? You know what I'm saying? If I'm blurry, you know what I'm saying, niggas start to get docked. You know what I'm saying? Can't be a dark skinned nigga and blurry, you know what I mean?
Go to that one. Go to where it said official videos. Go down a little bit. Down, right there. And they could just run. Yup.
Look, you see what Joe did?
Yeah, give me my light. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. Wow. Come on now. That's my guy, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on now.
What the hell light on?
Huh? I'm docking everybody. He ain't gonna be the only one. I mean, production. The whole production team get docked. Y'all a team.
You ready, Spain?
Yes, sir.
You gonna actually leave that light like that, Joe?
Which one? This one back here?
Nah, the one you swiveled on him. All right, cool.
Oh, it's too bright for you?
No, I don't care what your light
no,
do. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I'm good. I need that. I mean, extra dark over here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Welcome to another installment of the Underground Lounge. I'm only half the party. I am your co-host, Lou Will. You know we can't do it without my brother and my country-ass cousin, Mr. Spang Horton himself is in the building. And to stop by and have a conversation with us about life, about his journey, about everything that he stands for. He's an educator. He's an author. We know him as a rapper. He's also used to be a hooper.
Yes.
We got my brother Dee-1 in the building right
Yeah.
now. What's up, my brother?
Man, I'm honored to be here, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
I
It's an
appreciate
honor
that.
having you. We enjoy the conversations that you have and what you stand for.
Yeah.
We was like, you know what? Compare and contrast. You know, contrast, sometimes you got to have that conversation.
That's how we grow.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
That's how we grow. I say no to a lot of podcasts nowadays, you heard me? Because everybody just want to get you on their platform just to try to get a viral moment out of you.
debate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. And my thing is, I don't mind disagreeing as long as we going to grow after we disagree.
Yeah.
You hear me?
That ain't our cup of tea. We just like to have a
Have a
conversation.
good time. Yeah.
we like
but
to have a
want to
conversation.
teach too, though. I be trying to teach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I be trying, but they don't be want to listen
Even
to
if some of your ideas and my ideas don't align, that don't mean we got to debate it.
Right,
You
right,
can
right.
have your point of view, I can have my point of view,
Yeah.
and we come to a middle ground, like you said. I understand it, but we not a debate show. So
Yeah.
Unless we get into sports. I'm going to debate your ass and feel like my team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, I love sport. That's my
Right.
first love. So
word?
we can go wherever with this convo, bro.
Oh,
So
shit.
I want to start there with the hoop, man. You former hooper, had an opportunity at LSU.
Yeah, man. That was my thing in high school, bro. I went to a school in New Orleans known for academics. Best high school in the state called Ben Franklin, right? Number one high school in the state for academics. But I broke out as a star basketball player at the school. And at the time, it wasn't really something to where they knew how to, I would say, put, the energy around, like, yo, we got a standout player. Like, let's work to get him even more seen and all that type of stuff. So at the time, man, I definitely, and he's still living. So I hope, Coach, don't get mad at me if you see this, but
We
man,
got a segment at the end for you to get your coach.
yeah. Like my coach was hating on me big time, bro, in high school. My coach was hating on me big time, bro, and that wasn't cool. That didn't help my cause, you know what I'm saying? But I'm putting up, like, senior year, I averaged like 20 points, 8 assists a game. Like, I'm doing my thing.
Them real numbers.
Yeah. I was the first player from that school to make, New Orleans All-Star team. Then I made Louisiana Junior Nationals team, and, like, I'm playing against what's your boy name? He played in the league. Daniel Gibson. He played for Cleveland.
Okay,
Booby. Yeah. I playing against him and AAU and like different people. And all that was cool. But then, man, I found out I got diagnosed in high school with a very rare condition / like disease. It's called achalasia, right? So for the people at home, ACHALASIA, achalasia. I would throw up every time I ate, right? And I didn't know what was going on, starting in 10th grade. Every time I eat, I'm like, dang, I eat, my food feel like it gets stuck right here in my throat / chest. And next thing you know, I'm throwing up. So I'm losing weight in the process. They don't know what it is. So finally, it took them like a year and a half, and they finally diagnosed me with this. They said 1 out of every 100,000 people gets this achalasia, this super rare condition.
Rare.
It doesn't have a cure to it. So they were like, we got to do a big surgery on you that's going to help, like, it's going to help slow down the pace of what it's doing to your body. And you're going to miss like 2 months of school and you're not going to be able to move, normal for a minute. So they told me this right before basketball season, my senior year. I said, oh, I can't miss my senior year of basketball.
Right.
I can't do that.
We got to figure this out.
I got to thug it out. Yeah, so all season, bro. I just asked y'all for Gatorade just now.
Right.
It's because the doctor told me, and you asked me off camera, do I drink?
Yeah.
I said no, because I was in high school. I had never started drinking. I'm 15, 16 years old. And when I got diagnosed with achalasia, they said alcohol will make the condition a lot worse.
Oh, wow.
So I used to suffer so much that I was like, man, keep me away from alcohol,
for sure.
Then they were like carbonated drinks. So Coca-Cola, Sprite, you heard me? Anything like carbonated beverages make it worse. So I just got accustomed to drinking Gatorade all the time because it's not carbonated. You know what I'm saying? So to this day, I'm
when
still
you played, they had it
yeah,
on the
when
bench.
you played Gatorade, yeah. So I did that, bro. I could have played at some small schools, absolutely, D2, D3 schools. But
Shout out to D3.
Yeah.
That's why I played.
Yeah. See, I was just like, the dudes I was around was playing D1 ball, and rest in peace, my grandpa, man. That's my hero. When I made this all-star team in New Orleans, I had just had the surgery right after my senior season and made the all-star team. All the big D1 recruits was going to be at this game watching, all right, these the all-stars from New Orleans. We looking to see who we want to, make an offer to. And I was still hurting from my surgery. I had surgery on my stomach, right? They had to cut me open in 5 places on my stomach. I'm still hurting from it, but I know how to thug it out for the sake of I'm trying to get recruited.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So my grandpa dropped me off at All-Star practice, and he was like, you sure? Like, you recovered that quick from surgery? It's only been a month. And they said it was going to take you 2 months. I was like, I'm good, Papa. And he was like, all right. And then he said, well, I'm going to come in practice and watch you and see, like, how you moving around. And so I remember he came into the practice, and we was doing layup lines and all that stuff. And he saw, like, that I wasn't myself. And I saw my grandpa walk out the bleachers and walk over to the coach, the All-Star coach, and talk to him. Next thing I know, coach said, Augustine, come here. So I went over there. What's up, coach? Man, you ain't tell us you just had surgery, like a big surgery. You got this real rare condition, da-da-da. Man, we can't risk your health with this All-Star game, man. Like, I can't play you, man. So I saw my hoop dreams, my D1 dreams kind of deflate right there because that's where I planned on getting, like, that offer that I knew I'm going to shine at the game. And So I went to LSU and tried to walk on. And I was at LSU at the time where dudes is going to the league left and right. Tyrus Thomas.
I was about to say, is that the Tyrus Thomas and them guys run?
Brandon Bass, Big Baby.
My boy Mitch.
You heard me?
Taz Mitchell.
Yeah. And David Augustine. You heard me? And it didn't match up. So that didn't work out, man. Trying to walk on their team. And freshman year of college was tough. Got cut from LSU's team. My old lady cheated on me with a few football players from LSU. A few.
A few?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So
It was college, man.
College is wild.
Nah, man. Actually, I got beef with all D1 athletes though, bro, because it's like.
Oh, good. I don't qualify.
You don't qualify.
There you go. That's what I said.
Qualify. You don't qualify either.
I don't qualify.
Yeah,
I'm D3. Come on.
That's why I'm here right now, right? I went on the pivot. I was on the pivot.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
You
I
was
was so mad
surrounded
at the
by
dudes
D1.
the whole
Yeah, you
time,
was
bro.
surrounded by
They
D1.
all reminded me of the dudes
the
who my
dudes
girl had got with. I was like,
all
bro.
football players.
Literally, bro. So, freshman year, went through that, got cut from the team, and my best friend back in New Orleans had got murdered. And I remember, that stuff really had an impact on me to where I felt lost. And I was like, I built my identity on being a star basketball player. Whoosh, that's gone. I built my identity on, that's my old lady, that's my girl. Whoosh, that's gone. I built my identity on, this is my best friend since 5 years old. Whoosh, that's gone. Feeling lost and confused at a young age, I could have took different routes. And thankfully, man, that's when I got deep into my faith and my spiritual walk and my relationship with God, to where I found God and I found hip-hop. So found God, that was my anchor, and hip-hop was my outlet. So I had an anchor and an outlet, and all that frustration and pain I had accumulated, I started being able to rap about it. And then I remember Tyrus specifically, because that's my dog. I remember Tyrus Thomas, coming up to me in the quad at LSU and rapping some of the lyrics to my mixtape that I used to hand out on campus, right? And I'm like, man, I didn't make the team, but I got the dudes on the team rocking with my music. Like, I felt good. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's amazing that you brought him up because I've become a fan of his in his second coming and what he's talking about online. He's speaking about a lot of youth sports and the culture of it. He kind of doing what you do on the hip hop side, but on the sports side for the youth athletes in AAU, because it's a lot of corruption and it's a lot of misinformation and misguided kids out there, and it comes from a lot of the adults that's involved in it. But Tyron, his messaging and his co-host, man, shout out to them. I can't think of exactly what the name of their podcast is, but I'm a fan of it, and I follow Tyron because I love his message and how he get it across to his people. So shout out you for bringing him up.
Yeah,
I wanted to give him his flowers.
Yeah, that's my homie for life. So college was a time where I had to shift my focus from basketball to hip hop, but I never lost the love for the sport or for the game. So after college, I had to get a real job, man. I didn't have the overnight success story as a rapper. Like, I was a middle school teacher, you know what I'm saying? I was Mr. Augustine, I was teaching. Yeah, bro, like, it wasn't no Dee-1, you heard me?
You like the third
So you got
rapper
into education,
that was a teacher before. Then we had like 3 rappers.
That's starting to make sense to me, bro.
It's starting to?
Yeah,
Be a
Dee-1 is
teacher?
probably the third rapper that's come in and has a background in education.
Wow.
If you can be an effective teacher, then you can automatically become a great performer, because as a teacher, every day you are having to say something different to the class, right? As a rapper, when you performing the same songs over and over.
Right.
It's much easier to perform pre-written, memorized songs than it is to have an audience of students who don't want to be in school.
Especially don't want to be there.
Don't want to be there. And you got to hold their attention.
And you got to
heard
hold their
me?
attention.
Man.
From kids like me. I was the class clown like a mud.
For real?
What you talking about, Teach?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so I was teaching, and while I was teaching, I was like, man, my students look up to their favorite rappers so much that I wish that these rappers were conscious of the type of message they putting in their music a little bit more. Because now y'all got my 6th grade students memorizing lyrics that's glorifying murder, that's glorifying drug dealing, you heard me, disrespecting women. And I'm like, man, so I wrote a song, and the song I wrote was a letter to Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and Lil Wayne, right? At the time, that's like the big 3. That's like Cole, Kendrick, and Drake at the time. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne. I wrote a song called J50 and Weezy, like a letter to them. And in the song, I spoke to like, yo, I grew up on y'all. I'm fans of y'all, but I'm a grown man now, and it doesn't make sense to me why y'all are still putting out the same message in y'all music that y'all were putting out when I was a kid.
Right.
Like, y'all not living that life no more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so I did this song, shot the music video to it, and the song blew up. That was my first time ever going viral. This was on YouTube, right? And literally that song changed my life. That song brought me from a local rapper who was known in New Orleans and in Baton Rouge to all of a sudden, Universal Records on the phone. We like to fly you up to New York. We want to look at giving you a deal. Cash Money Records on the phone. We want to bring you out to Miami. Whoop-de-woo. So got my foot in the door because of that song. And since then, I knew that I was the underdog. I felt like I was an undrafted free agent fresh out of school. Another dude I went to school with, Garrett Temple. You know what I mean?
Tim.
Yeah. So me and G Temple.
I played with Temp with the Clippers.
Bro, that's one of my closest,
and that's my dog, one of my favorite teammates.
My compadre, man, for life.
That's what's up. That's hard.
So I felt like G Temp. I'm like, man, I feel like an undrafted free agent.
G Temp will throw his hands too. Be clear.
You throw hands?
Yeah. Listen, he ain't gonna bother you. He come with respect. He gonna treat you with respect.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to throw my hands at you.
Baton Rouge.
He played for Chicago too, right? I think I met him in Chicago.
He made his bones out there. Yeah.
Baton Rouge. So I felt like that coming into the rap game. But I was like, I got friends who are undrafted free agents who, hey, they made their mark. You know what I'm saying? And you got to respect their mind. So I felt the same way coming into the rap game. And now I'm going to tell y'all.
But before we get to now, you got them phone calls, Universal.
Oh, yeah, got the phone
Cash
calls.
Money.
Yeah.
So now where your mind is at, like, damn, who do I sign with? What should I?
There you go.
Yeah.
Who do I sign with? So flew up to New York to meet with Universal Records. And it was a weird experience, bro. It was Sylvia Rhone.
Sylvia Rhone,
black
okay.
woman, right?
Yeah.
So it was me, my entertainment lawyer, and her in the room, right?
You got a lawyer already? An entertainment lawyer already?
I got an entertainment lawyer like a day before the meeting. With
Before
her,
the meeting,
you know
okay,
what I mean?
okay,
Yeah, like
okay.
literally the day before the meeting, somebody connected me with a lawyer in New York. I met him for the first time 10 minutes before we walked in the building.
That's
Like,
dope because, usually they go by themselves and just sign.
Right.
So that's dope as hell right there.
So I did that, trying to be prepared. So I walk into the meeting, and I'm not really knowing what to expect. I'm thinking we just going to talk and almost like an interview, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we did that at first, and then she kind of looked at me. She was like, so you ready? And I was like, for what? And she was like, to perform. And I was like, where's the microphone? And where's the stage? You know what I'm saying? And it was none. So all of a sudden I was like, so I got a remote control, and I was like, I guess that's gonna be my microphone, you know? And at the time, keep in mind, this is like early 2010s. At the time, it wasn't like no Bluetooth speakers and stuff to where it's gonna have the whole room booming. It was like, they got a wire over there in the corner somewhere, and you gotta go and connect your laptop to that wire. And I'm just like, all right, so now I'm standing in the corner, right? She's here, and I'm playing my music.
Was it just her and your lawyer?
Just her and the lawyer, bro.
Shit.
Like, it was the most awkward performance ever. You know what I mean? Because I'm just standing in the corner,
Right.
and I just play a song, and then I'm just like rapping with the
Remote.
remote as my mic, you know, and I'm doing this, and I'm like, should I do another one? And she was like, yeah. And so I keep going, you heard? Yeah. Like that Jay-Z and Freeway song.
Right.
Keep going, free, you heard? So I just did that for a few songs, and I was like, all right, appreciate it, you know, like thank you. Like,
You know how to get out of there.
Yeah, it was kind of
It wasn't
awkward.
nothing you imagined it to be.
It wasn't what I imagined it to be, bro. It really wasn't.
We see some of those. I think Bobby Smurda had one. He was on the table.
But he had a whole
He had a
staff
whole,
in
yeah,
there
he had a whole
of
staff
people,
up.
yep.
Yeah.
And they had a Bluetooth speaker for
Right,
him.
right. So over the
and he
time,
didn't have to hold the remote
Dee-1,
control.
I want to rewind back because
he did. Sylvia Rose in that room.
yeah, she was in there.
Okay.
But I want to rewind back because you talk about having the opportunity to sign with labels when your music brought you that far, but how you shaped your music, how you shaped your sound, and what you wanted your content to be after dropping your first mixtape, and the impact that your mom's reaction to that was. And that's how that shaped you to get to a place of being more conscious about what your message would be in your music.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for bringing that up. When I first started rapping, man, I had no purpose. I had no direction. I just wanted to be the light-skinned Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of my favorite rappers growing up. And I was just like, yeah, Lil Wayne rap about killing people. I'll rap about killing people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Lil Wayne rap about dope and smashing your girl. I'll rap about dope and smashing your girl. So that's what I did. And I came home for Christmas break one day, and my mama was like, I didn't know you rap now. And I said, what you mean? Because I never told her that I rap, you know? And she whipped out my mixtape, my first mixtape, right? And my jaw dropped because I was like, how did you get that? You know, like, how did you get that? And the little dude I went to high school with, he played on the basketball team. He was a little younger than me. His mama worked with my mama, and so he had my mixtape. And so he went home like, Ma, you know David from basketball? He rap now, you know? And my name wasn't Dee-1. I was going by Deezy at the time, just like Weezy, you know what I mean? So he gave his mama my mixtape. His mama and my mama worked together, so she went, and I didn't know your son rap now. Yeah. And my mama listened to it, and man, when she showed it to me, she didn't even have to say anything because the look on her face, she gave me that look almost like, you know that this is not how I raised you, and this is not who you are.
Right.
This is not my son that's on here. And I was embarrassed, you know, I was truly embarrassed. So then I would say common sense hit me real quick to where I was like, man, if I really think about it, I'm rapping about killing people.
Right.
My best friend just got killed.
Right.
I'm rapping about I'm gonna smash your girl.
Right.
And them football players
Smash
smash my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, this ain't cool. I could try to switch it up. And so I was successfully able to switch it up. At the time, it was a bunch of my brothers and my friends from New Orleans. We was all like the New Orleans Wu-Tang Clan. It was like 15 of us in a group, right, in college. And I went and had a meeting with them one day. I said, fellas, what y'all think about rapping our real lives And they all started laughing at me. They all bust out laughing.
Right.
You know? Boo. So I'm giving like this passionate speech to everybody. Like, man, this is how hip hop was meant to be. We rap our real lives. We're gonna inspire people and da-da-da. And at the end of the day, they was just like, bro, if you trying to like leave the group, just say that. You know what I mean? Like, cause I was like, hey man, like I don't want to be on songs where we cursing anymore, you know, cause I'm not gonna be cursing in my music. And they was like, well, we ain't got no songs like that, you know.
Right.
So
what year was this?
This is probably between 2005 and 2010.
Oh man,
You know what I mean?
sheesh.
So this is
heavy hip hop right there, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And this is, keep in mind, we were all products of Lil Wayne. So this is when Lil Wayne
is on fire,
becoming the biggest rapper on earth at the time. You know, Carter 3 dropped in 2008.
Right.
You know, but even leading up to Carter 3, Carter 1, Carter 2, it was
the mixtapes, the drama joints. Yeah.
So being from New Orleans and talking about I'm not gonna curse in my music, I'm keeping God first, and I'm trying to have just a positive message that's not glorifying negativity. That was unheard of from New Orleans, you know. So I was literally D1, you know, trying to make it happen. So I changed my name from DZ to D1 because I went to a D1 school, and I feel like my first name is David. I feel like I'm the one who God chose to be different and to make this message, you know, something that's gonna change people's lives. So I took the D from David, and I'm like, I'm D1. That's me. So I started grinding, man, and taking a different path. And it felt good. It felt good because the first time that I ever performed, a big performance, was in front of Miss Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mom.
Oh, wow.
She came to LSU to do a speaking engagement, right? And one of my college professors, Dr. Leonard Moore, I was his Black History student. He was my teacher, and he saw that I had a passion for trying to, you know, be a young man of God and trying to do hip hop with a different type of message. So he looked out for me. He was like, I'm gonna let you open for Miss Afeni. So right before she speak in front of the whole campus, you get to perform 2 songs.
Dope as hell.
You know what I mean? So I went up there, performed my 2 songs, and I was just a young dude still trying to perfect my craft. You know what I mean? I wasn't great at the time, but I always had passion. Because I was rapping my real life now. You know, that passion hit different when you rapping something that you just did yesterday, you know, as opposed to a made up story.
Right.
So after I finished performing, Miss Afeni came up to me. She said, sweetheart, your passion on that microphone remind me of my son when I would watch him perform.
Wow.
And to have Tupac's mama tell you that when you just started, that's that battery in my back that I needed, to where I was like, man, I can use the power of this microphone to change
grab
lives.
the remote again like a
yeah. I'm shell shocked.
Right.
You heard me? Yeah, I'm traumatized from that meeting.
At what point in your career, like you started shaping your identity, what you wanted your focus to be, what you wanted to be your mission statement? At what point in your career, or was there a scenario like you said, Tupac mom telling you like, I see my son in your stage presence? Was there a particular thing that you saw in hip hop that made you want to go from I'm shaping mine to now I'm gonna start calling it out a little bit out loud? You know what I'm saying?
It's when I was a teacher and I saw them babies following behind their favorite rappers blindly. I'm like, dang, if you a young adolescent, 12 years old, and you following behind somebody, that's when I came in touch with the statement, the blind leading the blind. Because when you a little kid, you still trying to develop your insight on the world and your outlook on what's the purpose of life. And if you following behind people who are doing something cool, hip hop and sports and comedy, those are the coolest professions on earth. If you can make somebody laugh, you got a friend or a fan for life.
Sure.
If you hoop or you play football, man, that's in our community, like you at the top of the food chain. And now rapping got the same cool factor. So I'm like, dang, I'm seeing people who got all this potential to help influence our kids for the better, but they using their influence for selfish purposes. They're just like, hey, I'm doing whatever's gonna get the bag for me, right? That made me say, I love you and I'm a fan of you, but I gotta be honest. You need to step your game up. It's actually disappointing that you know better and you're not doing better. That's called willful ignorance. I respect a little 12-year-old who don't know no better. You heard me? He wild. Oh, you a class clown? I respect that because you don't know the ramifications of dang, brother, like just take that energy, but don't use it to be disrespectful to the people around you.
I found out in college.
There you go.
Somebody said, "Hey man, all them jokes, I pay for these classes, bro." I said, "You right." You right.
That's all it took.
Yeah, that's all it took. I'm like, "You right. Let me shut the hell up."
So that's what it was, Lou. I was just like, man, these rappers know better and they choosing not to do better. And I had an issue with that. You know, I took that personal because
You start calling them out.
Yeah, so the J50 and Weezy song, that song could have got me blackballed from the whole industry right there if that didn't go right. But the fact that that song actually did go right, and you know what it made a lot of other people say? Man, we feel the same way, but you the only one who was brave enough to say it out loud. You heard me? And then my first name, David. And y'all know who David defeated? Goliath. You heard me? So I just started feeling like, man, God, this is what I'm here to do. You heard me? I love hip-hop, but I hate hypocritical hop. That's the enemy of hip-hop.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the enemy of hip-hop, hypocritical hop. All the stuff that you knowing is bad for our community, but you got the nerve to make a hit song about it.
Yeah.
You got the nerve to want to make it catchy and put it in a song, and now you got our whole community singing the soundtrack to our own genocide. That ain't gangster.
Big booty hoes, pump with that. No, it's not.
That part.
But
that
look,
part.
but speaking of gangster, you got your own meaning for gangster.
Yeah, I flipped it. I said, y'all had it for 40 years, you heard me? Since 1985. That's when the first gangster rap song came out, right? And from 85 to 2025, what have all these gangsters in hip-hop gotten us? They gotten a bunch of people locked up in jail trying to emulate them. They got a bunch of people in the graveyard in the name of being gangsters, da-da-da. So I said the most gangster thing I could do is step to y'all and be like, y'all don't own that title no more. I'm gangster. And anybody who living like this is gangster. Gangster stand for growing and nurturing gifts, serving the Almighty. You hear me? Gangsta.
Right.
Feel me? That's gangster. Because in today's climate, you really a G if you willing to be like, I know what my gift is. I'm going to use my gift to say, the culture want me to do this with it, but God want me to do that with it.
Right.
And I'm going to go that route. And the culture just going to have to follow me.
Right.
Because I'm a true leader. You heard me? So that's what I did, man. And I put the song out. The song went really well. The song is doing well. So much so that my man Boosie hopped on the remix. Yeah. You heard me? Shout out to Boosie. I talked to him this morning. He hit me up. And
How does those like the collabs with like a Boosie, BG, Project Pat, guys that you know they stand on the lifestyle that they stand on, and they mean that. That ain't an act for a lot of them. You know, it's a lifestyle, and they live by a certain code. How do y'all find middle ground when you would do records with artists like that, where y'all can meet in the middle and it be something that y'all both can benefit from the messaging?
Because Lou, we all are human beings. So even if they standing on a different message than me, when you put two human beings around each other, you're gonna realize we got more in common than we got different. You heard me? So let's just take something that we got in common and be like, bet, let's make a song about that, because we both could relate to that topic. You feel me? So the more I spend time around these brothers, I'm realizing that not only do we have a lot in common, but a lot of them admire my boldness for taking a different route. You know what I mean? And they want to be able to show the side of them that don't get shown that often.
Well, they can't be able to express
there you go.
What they know.
There you go. Because the public now, a lot of times, the danger of having a successful career and the danger of having fans is they try to box you into what they want from you, right? Meanwhile, as a man, it's like, for me and Boosie to do a song together, I'm at Boosie's crib when we recording, I'm seeing how dedicated of a father Boosie is. I'm seeing how Boosie is taking care of all these people around him. I'm seeing Boosie mama, Miss Connie there, and we sitting there praying. That is a praying family right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Wow.
Like, so seeing that, I realized that, like, man, Boosie, BG, Project Pat, Fredo Bang. Fredo was my student. I was Fredo Bang middle school teacher. You know what I mean?
Shit. That's fine. Wow.
Yeah, like, I'm a bridge for these brothers to where it's like, hey, I'm not telling you don't be yourself, but just know that I know that you got more to you than maybe what people give you credit for. And I think God has blessed me to be a bridge to where they can see. We see how Dee-1 showing up on a daily basis, but Dee-1 is not no dude that's acting like he's holier than thou.
Right.
Dee-1 sitting right here with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just being a human being, bro. That's all I'm doing is showing people that I'm not an artist first. I am a human being first. And when you see that and you feel that and you relate to that authenticity, finding a song we could do together, that become the fun part, you know?
Yeah. I always look at, what's the name? Like a Dr. Umar who speaks on hip hop and stuff like that. But then I didn't really get it until I watched Leor Cohen on Breakfast Club one day. And this dude said, like, Charlamagne asked him, like, yo, what do you think about with them talking about killing and all that type of stuff? How you feel about that? I'm just trying to make some money, man. I said, whoa. So now you got the labels pushing it. After they rap it, the labels pushing it out there to make it #1 and stuff like that. So it's like a conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? They all together, putting it together to mess up the hood, man.
Yeah. So, like I said, I hate it, bro. I hate it. And at this point, I had to come up with a name for it. Because I'm like, I don't hate hip-hop. Hip-hop changed my life. Right. I don't hate hip-hop. But I finally, God gave it to me. D, that ain't hip-hop. That's hypocritical hop. Because it's so hypocritical. I say, why do we cry when rappers die, but we love when they glorify murder when they're alive? Why do we say that we love one another, then turn around and backstab our brother? Why do we claim that we cherish our sisters, then disrespect them and call them all? Why do we cry when rappers die, but we love when they glorify murder when they're alive? You know what I mean?
But sometimes we need that music in the club, though. Sometimes. Just sometimes.
Here you
Just
go.
sometimes.
That's why I'm here. I'm here. Here come the debate part. You heard me? Y'all ready? Y'all just met the nice version of Dee-1. Now, here we go. Here we go.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Lou Will. And as you can see, I'm not in the underground lounge right now. I'm actually at the crib, kicking back, enjoying me some off time, some chill and relax. But look, check this out. While I am at the crib relaxing, I want to let y'all in on something FanDuel is doing. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 is NBA Happy Hour on FanDuel, your pregame for the weekend. I already know. So look, check this out. We're talking limited time specials you won't want to miss, boost, bonuses, surprises, all dropping in the app during Happy Hour. That's right, all in the app. So before tip-off, check the FanDuel app to see this week's specials. Then make your move before the shot clock expires at 7:30 Eastern. Gotta make your shot. Gotta make your move. It's the perfect way to start your weekend. A little basketball, a little action, and a whole lot of Friday energy. Gotta love that. That's NBA Happy Hour every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. I'll catch y'all next time. Enjoy the game. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, an affiliate with the Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in D.C. First online real money wager only, $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawals bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-8778-HOPE, New York, or text HOPE NY in New York. But listen, how do you find that balance in like people wanting to challenge what you stand for, but they be like, oh, but he squashed his beef with Meek Mill in the club. What he doing in the club? Like how you deal with people that still have something to say about that?
Yeah, man. At this point, brother, I'm used to people having something to say about me. Some little dude put a diss track out about me today. You know what I'm saying? I woke up to
a diss track?
Huh?
He dissed you?
Yeah.
People don't like nothing. We don't like nothing.
Jeez. Literally, bro. So at this point, I'm used to it. My thing is, oh, you don't like me? That's okay. Why don't you like me?
Right.
If you don't like me because of the godly principles that I'm standing on,
That's
according to the word of God, I'm supposed to rejoice. When it's like, oh, you get persecuted, you get ostracized, you get hated because you standing on godly principles, man, you supposed to rejoice. God is like, job well done.
Right.
You feel me? So that's how I feel with that. So if somebody else say, what Lou is referring to is, in New Orleans, we had the Super Bowl this past year.
Yeah.
At this point, it was...
Shout out to my Eagles. Because, yeah, I was there. Yeah. Shout out to my Eagles. I like that shout out. I like how that's what you was going with. I got
commercial break. All right. Nah, but real talk, yeah. On the internet, I had like some very public back and forths with Rick Ross,
Ross.
Jim Jones, Meek
Jones.
Mill, Joe Budden, right? And it was me standing on the same things I'm standing on now, right? And when I was using some of them as examples, you know, on this interview, and I used their names, like they all ended up responding on the internet, and it was like it was some heated words, right?
Yeah.
With Meek, it wasn't really heated words, but he was just saying like, yeah, like I do both. Like I'm for prison reform and I rap about the street stuff, whatever, you know, da da da. So when I saw that, a lot of people in New Orleans for Super Bowl, my partner is like the biggest party promoter in the city. You heard me? That's my homie. So when I found out that, you're gonna have Meek at your party tonight, word, man, bro, I'm just the type of dude who, like, I don't want bad energy to just be floating in the atmosphere if I know that one conversation could help us get to an understanding. So I went and pulled up, you know what I'm saying? And
so what they'll say is you pulled up on Meek Mill. That's what they'll say.
That's what a messy person will say, right? So you got those people who will try to instigate.
Yeah.
But what Lou is referring to, because I see where you're coming from, is the people who were online saying, D1, why were you in the club in the first place? If you was opposed to all of this, what you was doing in the club.
Right.
And they had people that was like, look at a picture, because me and Meek, we had a conversation. I walked up in his section. We got to talk man to man. At the end of the talk, one of my people that was in the club took a picture of us, right? I knew that symbolically, that was gonna show hip hop culture that when two grown black men might start out on the wrong foot, that doesn't mean it have to end in a fight or in gun violence. So I was happy that he took that picture, you know, to show that. But when I posted it, you got some people, and it was like Christians. You know, I'm Christian.
And
you
people
know what I mean?
people just don't like peace,
Brother,
no matter how
it was Christians saying, wait, look at D1 eyes. D1 looked like he was smoking. You heard me? Like, D1 eyes look red in that picture. Or, wait, D1 posted in the caption that it was 2:52 a.m. in the morning. What the heck was D1 doing in the club at 2:52 in the morning? And so that becomes like sideshow Bob. Now that becomes the narrative that people want to focus on, as opposed to, bro, this is a powerful moment in hip-hop, like that I'm showcasing for y'all. So,
lack of communication too, I believe. In our community, it's a lack of communication, man. We just gotta talk, have a man-to-man conversation.
That's all. So far, I mean, that was cool. Me and Jim Jones just saw each other. We met for the first time at the Versus event in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So I posted that interaction.
Yeah, see, y'all pieced it up.
And guess what people were saying? Why you was at the Versus? You know, what you doing at the Versus? Like,
I'm human, man.
man. So, but that's a minority of people that's saying that.
Yeah.
The majority of people are like, yo, this young brother is literally like helping to shift the culture. He is doing the work culturally, having the difficult conversations, being bold, and putting out fire music at the same time.
Right.
So the majority of people are seeing it, man, and I'm grateful for it. But there's no blueprint to what I'm doing, because every day I realize that there is a machine that is pushing the hypocritical hop.
Facts.
Meanwhile, it's just individuals that's trying to like preserve hip hop.
Yeah.
So you got like a war going on. You got a machine pushing the hypocritical hop, and you got individuals with good hearts that's trying to preserve hip hop. So man versus machine. That's what I feel.
Basically what it is.
What music can you enjoy, or do you enjoy listening to? Because I don't want to say your music not necessarily gospel music.
Not at all.
But secular music, if we're gonna speak in religion terms, but what artists do you listen to and you can enjoy and understand it?
Kirk Franklin.
And vibe to it.
Fuck with you.
I mean, shout out to Kirk.
Shout out to Kirk, though. Yeah, shout out to Kirk.
Shoot, shout out to Kirk. You know what I'm saying? I remember being a little kid, and like I grew up not listening to like church music at all. But I remember we used to be riding the little van to school, and he had the song "Melodies from Heaven."
Oh yeah, that was a jam.
Rain down on me. Yeah, I was like, dang, I love this song.
God's property. That was my album growing up.
Stokey, are you with me?
They play that in the club sometimes.
Yeah, that was look at you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. DJ has played it in the club before. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree with you.
No, he did.
Yeah.
They merging it to bridge the gap. Come on, man.
What can I listen to? I can listen to any rapper on the face of this earth who chooses to make a song that is not glorifying negativity.
Okay.
I could listen to anybody, bro. Could listen to Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Like, could listen to whoever people might think, oh, D-1 to never listen to this type of artist, I can listen to Chief Keef.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to listen to some Boosie to know Boosie is Boosie, right? Like, you got to listen to some BG and some of these people that...
Well, I grew up on all of everything you're talking
for
about.
sure.
That is what I grew up on, is all of that music, man. I wanted to be the fifth hot boy, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Growing
but that's
up.
the same as, like, Tupac had some songs where it was like, okay, I see where you're going with this, Pac. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Here's the thing. Tupac been dead for 29 years, but his music is still alive.
Still alive, for sure.
That's the thing about the music we make that I try to tell the other artists. Is like, man, be careful and be conscious of what you choose to put out there, because there's life and death in the power of the tongue.
For sure.
And your music will outlive you as a person. You feel
Facts,
me?
yeah.
So that's my only thing, bro. There's a lot of thoughts that I think, a lot of things I've been through, a lot of sins that I've committed. I just don't choose to make songs that make those things seem cool.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
And I think that's what get lost sometimes. Like, you have flaws. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously everybody do, but we talking about your messaging and the music and the world that you grew up in and how you wanted to be
New
represented.
Orleans, bro.
Yeah, bro. New Orleans. It's like, unfortunately, they know my city for murder and Mardi Gras. Feel me? Murder and Mardi Gras. New Orleans, oh man, yeah, oh Mardi Gras, y'all turn up down there. Oh, New Orleans, oh y'all the murder capital. You hear me? Y'all the murder capital.
And the food though, y'all known for the food too.
And the food, yeah, we known for the food
too.
for sure.
You the whole thing? You vegan, everything?
No.
Oh, all right.
So he act like it's a package.
That was a package.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
You rap about conscious stuff, and then you vegan, and then you use organic toothpaste,
Black soap, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing.
I feel like that's going too far. When they got organic toothpaste, like, come on, bro. What's going on? You spitting it out, bro.
Here go an interesting one. I'll be able to get you in on this conversation. You said we should abolish strip clubs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're about to
That's
have a
why
debate
I'm
now.
here.
We're
That's
about to
why
have
I'm
a
here.
debate now.
You're known as like a strip club connoisseur, right?
Because we got to talk about that, because everybody ain't there for the same reason.
Lou, you can do better, bro.
No, listen.
You can get your wings from somewhere else. Don't use that as the excuse.
No, that's not the excuse. I think it can be a gamut of a bunch of things. It's guys in there that's there for the scenery. It's some of us that genuinely don't care.
Don't care what.
Don't care about what's walking around. Other than that, if you remove that, what's different than anywhere else you eat at?
If you don't care about what's walking around, then why not just choose to be somewhere where that ain't walking around?
Because it's just there.
Because it's just there.
Yeah, if I go to Chuck E. Cheese, that don't mean I'm
Watch
there
this,
for
watch
the-
this, but watch this.
I'm
But
up there for the characters.
Lou Will saying that. But if a white person be like, man, all I did was show up where they were lynching black people. I didn't even look at the lynching. I was there eating
That ain't
wings.
the same
I had my back turned.
That ain't the same.
I had my back turned.
That ain't the same. Don't put that up.
We objectifying women.
We objectifying-
That's bad, bro.
Okay.
Killing black people, lynching black people is bad too. But I'm just saying, man, like but we've gotten to the point where we're numb to it. That's what it is. Like,
Oh, it make me numb. It make me numb.
Look
Shouts
at-
out to the ladies. They make me numb. Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
where the exit at, man? Let me get up out of here, man. I got a flight to catch. You heard? Nah, real talk though. We just numb to it, bro.
Right.
And I get it. We're numb to that. But the things that we aren't numb to, we're also numb to getting on our phone. Oh man, another black person got killed in the hood by another black person.
That's a fact.
all.
We are
Yeah.
desensitized
We
to
are,
a lot
yeah,
of things that.
for sure.
That's a fact. I'm listening.
But
to
then, oh wait, the police killed a black person. Oh, it's time to protest. Call Jesse James. I mean,
Crump.
Al Sharpton. Call
Crump.
Attorney Crump. Call. You heard me? And it's just like it feel repetitive after a while. So my thing is like, come on, man, let's put it all on the table and let's just look at what we doing and let's examine it. Can we do better moving forward? We're not going to live that long, bro.
Right.
My grandpa got 93 years out of life. You heard me? Before he took his last breath. Shout out to Papa watching this from heaven. You heard me? We don't know how long we have. While we're here, we can either choose to go with the regularly scheduled program where they have programmed us to not care about certain things, to just say, this is just what NBA athletes do. This is just what comedians do. This is just what rappers do. You know what I mean? Like Tupac had an interview. This is just what niggas do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Da-da-da. Or we could say, I'm going to break the cycle because I'm intelligent, I have discernment, and I have the ability to make something else still be as fulfilling as this sin was.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yes. I'm gonna give my guy a shout out. My man Pastor Carl from Philadelphia. He been like talking about the whole hip hop messing up the community, because I was always on it where it's like, hey man, it's just music, it's just entertainment. But now that I'm older, I'm starting to look back at it like, when I was young, I can hear a rap saying, I'm gonna kill this guy, I'm gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill somebody. But now, what about the guy across the street from me? Do he have the same thinking that I have? So now, that's when as I got older, I started thinking like, oh, he's talking about them. I get it now. So shout out to Pastor Carl. I apologize to him on Twitter and anything, because me and him had a debate about it. Yeah.
And what you just said about the strip club and everything, I appreciate that. I'm a work in progress.
Man, bro.
I'm a work in progress.
You got a friend for life just because you are.
You know what I'm saying?
You use the word work in progress, man. That's all. Ain't nobody expecting perfection.
Right.
If I was expecting perfection, I would need to step to the plate being perfect. And Lord knows that I'm not perfect. You know, me and Boosie just did another song, and I remember in the song I got a bar where I said something. It's true. I got enough sins to fill the stadium at LSU. You know what I mean? And when Boosie heard that, he was like, God, dog, that's a lot of seats in that stadium. And I'm like, man, like, I wish I was perfect. You know what I'm saying? But
you ever been to one of the splash parties? Pool parties?
What you said?
Boosie. You ever been to
No, sir.
pool parties? No.
No, sir.
Just check.
No.
Maybe I went to the studio afterwards.
If Boosie doing, Boosie know which events to invite me over for. You know what I'm saying? D, we gonna be in the studio.
Right.
I'll be there. You know what I mean? And some other stuff too.
D1, if you could pick one record of yours to have mainstream success and carry your message across to the masses of kids, and you had that one song to represent you. You remember in Hustle and Flow, he said, "With all this over with, what they go find to represent Memphis, Tennessee? If you had one song that could represent you and every person in this world could hear it, what would that song be in your catalog?"
It's called I Know God. And it says, I know God got a plan for me, but I don't know what it is. I'm just out here trying to handle my biz. That's like what I say in the hook, right? So then the first verse, I say, I know God got a plan for me, but I don't know what it is. Hopefully they have a beautiful wife and a couple kids. So many things trying to hold me back in this world. Plus life's so much harder when you black in this world. I'm just trying to put my family in a much better position. People disguising as friends, but they my competition. But I'm on a mission. The pressure risen. Try to hit my partners up to vent, but they too busy to listen. Look, can't drop the ball. Some hating on me, others waiting on my downfall. Never know how long we got here, so I'm in a rush. People think they untouchable till they get touched. Ain't no limit to the struggles life will bring, but every day I be hustling, doing my little thing. I ain't trying to play the victim, so I never ask this question. But could you pray for me if you get an extra second? I know God got a plan for me, but I don't know what it is. I'm just out here trying to handle my biz. I know God got a plan for me, but I don't know what it is. I'm just out here trying to handle my biz. And I just want people to know that, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Listen, last but not least, the last question I want to ask you is about another one of your records. Why Do We? On your last album. Talk to me about that record.
That's the most powerful record that I've ever written, you know? Actually, I wrote a lot of powerful records. Let me take that back.
Hold on, bro. You got 11 albums, bro. Hold on now.
I got another song called I'm Not Perfect, I'm a Christian. That song is very important too. That song has made it to where a lot of people gonna be in heaven because of that song.
Hey, you know what? You just reminded me of something. Because we've been talking about rappers, and you just made a great point. We don't talk about corrupt Christians either. Enough.
You said corrupt Christians?
Yes.
Yeah, tell them why you don't go to church, Lou. Tell them.
I tell you, the institution of church, how it's been presented now in the churches that I grew up in, it's hard for me to find that. It's hard for me to find it. I think church, like everything else, has gotten commercialized. It's gotten to a place where it's about currency. It's about content. You see in the preachers being more and more showful, being more of showmen than men of God. You know, it's become more of a contest. It's become more of entertainment than getting the actual word. So I prefer to do mine independent opposed to going into a church that I don't consider a house of God and a lot of those buildings and how they carry it. That's me personally.
Everything you just said is a valid point. I would also say there's some people that's doing church the right way. There's
Facts.
So just like we could say a lot of women out here like, oh man, these women ain't wifeable out here. You heard me? They this, they that, da da da. That don't mean give up on all women.
Some doing it right, for sure.
Some doing it right. So I would say that's the reality of spirituality in 2025, though, is a lot of it is for currency, for clicks, and for content. And people who see that can be turned off to the whole idea of church. And also, you get turned off to the idea of church if it seems like church is only supposed to take place inside the four walls. You heard me? Yeah. The thing that really makes church is when the church meets and gathers in them four walls. That ain't nothing but practice. You know what I'm saying? That's practice for the basketball team. But then the team got to go travel, and the team got to go out and say, man, we got games to go play.
Right.
And we got to get out here and actually like practice in real life what we've been practicing behind the scenes. Feel me? And I don't think that a lot of people are seeing the church out and about in a way that because watch this. Somebody who watching this because of y'all is going to be like, man, I didn't even know who Dee-1 was before that interview. I rock with Lil Daddy. You heard me?
Sure.
I rock with him tough. I'm going to go listen to the music. I'm going to go follow him, da-da-da. And because of that, because of y'all, and because of giving me this platform, they are going to now tap in with me, right?
Yes.
Moving forward. That is how it's supposed to be when the church is actually in the real world and the members of the church are shining their God-given light in the real world, because now people are drawn to your light.
Right.
You feel me? The anointing that we have is attractive, bro. When you got that it factor about you, it's very attractive to people, and they be like, I like you. You're different. You know, what is it about you? And then when you can tell people, oh man, I'm just trying to be like Jesus. You heard me? Like, I started out wearing these bracelets because Allen Iverson used to wear them when I was hooping. You heard me? Y'all know if y'all watched hoops.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to wear two of them bracelets. I was like, I need that. I didn't even know what it meant. Then I found out, that stands for what would Jesus do? You heard me? So it's like I was drawn to it because somebody who had a cool factor, Allen Iverson, was rocking it. Then when I figured out what it meant, it made me actually think, what would Jesus do? Word. So everywhere I'm at in life, technically, how should I handle this situation? Man, what would Jesus do right now? You know what I mean? Shout out to Allen Iverson, though.
Of course.
Because without that, Allen Iverson helped me get closer to God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at that Bubba Chuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Every situation, though, you don't have some situations like,
Oh, I have a lot of situations where it's like, man, this what Jesus would do, but this what David trying to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. All right, okay. Because you're human. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Brother, do I not come across like human? Like,
yes, you do.
That's what I was about to say, man. Like, I expect you to come in and preach at us. I didn't feel like that at all. This is a dope conversation, brother. For real.
For sure.
We got to do this again. We come to ATL. We got to
not
do
in the
this
strip
again.
club. We're not doing this in the strip club.
Magic City, baby.
That was only one of our sites. You know, we got
okay.
Yeah, we spread out.
Right.
We got a few different places.
Yeah. No, I'm with it, bro. Like this is what it's all about, bro. I'm really grateful. And once again, I say no to a lot of platforms nowadays who are like, oh, you got this many followers. We want you on here because it's gonna get this viewership or whatever. I'm just like, man, who got a spirit that I feel like I'm able to connect with? And through that internet, I'm just like, man, them brothers be authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. It's undefeated in life.
Appreciate it.
Nobody who's authentic has ever lost at the game of life.
No.
There you go.
That's
Before we let you go.
Hold on. Let's talk. I want to talk about his label too, though. Because I know how we were saying, and I had another question after that. Because
go ahead.
Far as your label, do you have like any rappers on your label now, or are you looking like how and who?
Mission, vision, music.
What is that for your label?
Yeah, I'm not signing nobody.
Okay.
You heard me? I don't want nobody to be like, man, my career ain't take off because of that dude right there. You heard me? He signed me and kept me on the show. Nope. All the game I got, I'm just gonna give it out to.
Give it out to.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I could do features with rappers and all that stuff, but all the game I got, man, the game is to be told, not sold.
Not
you
sold.
Heard me? That's how I feel.
I'm with that.
So that's where I'm at. I don't plan on signing nobody because I don't want to feel like I'm your boss.
Your boss.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. God.
What about like a partnership? You could probably sign like a partnership with him or something, maybe?
Well, I feel like we could just do music together.
We just do music
and then
together.
figure out the splits. You know,
Yeah,
that's the partnership.
There we go. You're right. And another one was, we said this on one of the podcasts. I think, Lou, you asked this question. What's something you can that's bad in the hood that you would want to take out? I think Lou said liquor stores. I forgot what I said. What did I say?
Yeah, we can remove one thing out of our neighborhoods. What would it be?
What would you want to remove from the black community?
hypocritical hop music, rap music that's glorifying being drunk, being high, killing people, selling dope, disrespecting women. Just music, because music makes anything seem 100 times cooler.
That is cool.
You heard me? 6 times 4 is what?
Oh shit, 12, 24. 24, I got it. Huh?
Hey, I don't know what's worse, because he didn't even know the answer. He ain't say nothing. At least he said
first
something.
Of all,
Lou was just like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know where you're going. We do research on our guests now.
all right.
Yeah.
I can tell you no.
Nah, so I wasn't trying to blow it for you.
Okay,
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
I rock with Lou. Hold on. I got it. Virtual dap. You heard me?
You know what
Virtual
I'm
dap.
saying?
Yeah.
I done did my
All
research.
right.
I know where you're going.
All right.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to do
Yeah.
your thing. Yes, sir.
Lou, that dude on the cool, bro. Like
yeah, for
on
sure.
the cool.
For
Nah,
sure.
'cause I respect that, because you know the point I'm about to make. 6 times 4 is 24, right?
Yeah.
Rap music has the power to make something totally incorrect, like 6 times 4 is 39, sound cool, then become repetitive. 6 times 4 is 39. 6 times 4 is 39. That's so real, I'm not lying. 6 times 4 is 30. Sing it, y'all. 6 times 4 is
39.
I said 6 times 4 is
39.
That's so real, I'm not lying. 6 times 4 is 39. You do that for a bunch of impressionable kids, and you do it enough, and you put the right beat behind it, they gonna go home in the hood telling their whole community, I learned how to multiply today, y'all. 6 times 4 is 39. Right. That's a metaphor for the miseducation that hip hop has the ability to pour into our community, right? If we take the wrong messages and choose to make them catchy and make them popular and make repetitive songs that then get marketed, to our community out of it. So I would take that out the hood, man. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And last thing, we got something called the FU camera. But in respect for you today, my brother, we're going to call it the thank you camera.
Wow.
And we give you an opportunity to look square in the camera and give a person, a scenario, a situation, however it affected you negatively, you turn that into a positive, and you can give us this opportunity to tell it thank you.
I would absolutely like to thank my 4th grade teacher who, you know who you are. When I told you I wanted to be the president of the United States, you laughed at me in front of class and you told me I wasn't smart enough to be the president, right? So you told me to do my class project on something different. I still remember them laughs to this day. You know what I mean? All my classmates laughing at me. And that embarrassment caused me to stop dreaming big for about 10 years, right? By the grace of God, I know what it feels like to be counted out because of you, and it made me want to be a teacher. So when I was a teacher, I never killed somebody's dream, and then being a teacher made me want to be a rapper so that I could also use this platform to help pour into people to be the best version of themselves. So thank you for that, because without that doubt that you poured into me, I wouldn't have had the fire in my belly to want to be better than you. I love you.
And with that, Dee-1 is in the Underground Lounge. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate you, my brother, for stopping through, sharing game with us. Hypocritical Hop is out right now. I know you on the road right now. What you got to plug?
Yeah, man. Hypocritical Hop, the album. I got 14 albums out, but start with that one. That's the newest one, Hypocritical Hop, the album. My merch, you heard me, my whole merch line, go to my website, Dee1music.com, DEE, the number 1, music.com, grab you some merch. Man, there's so much, I'm a college professor. Shout out to my students, you heard me?
Oh, wow.
Tufts University. I teach a class called The Intersection of Hip Hop and Social Change. So I'll be doing
class
that
flooded. I
in
know
the
that
spring.
class flooded.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
We
what's
turns
up.
up. And other than that, man, I don't even, I would say just follow me as I continue to follow God. You heard me? Dee-1 Music on all social media platforms. DEE, the number 1, music. And much more to come.
Much love, my brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you stopping
Let's get
by.
it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can say one more thing?
Yeah, of
All right, yeah. So, I got to get in that mode of like, D, you actually trying to push this and push that? Because I'm just like, man, I'm just here for the love. But I got an initiative I started. It's called the Platinum Pledge, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
for all the people who feel how I feel and they're like, yeah, we ready to shift this culture, a shift is happening. man, I encourage y'all to go on my website, Dee1music.com, DEE1music.com, and sign the Platinum Pledge. It takes 2 seconds, right? The Platinum Pledge, Platinum stands for people leading a transformation involving newly unified mindsets, right? So we redefining what it means to go platinum in the music industry. And it's basically saying, if you sign the Platinum Pledge, you are saying that you no longer want to create or consume music that's glorifying murder, drug dealing, drug use, disrespecting women, and anything negative that's glorifying negativity. And so many thousands of people have signed it, bro. That's
what's up.
Yeah, that I realize, I'm like, man, a shift is really happening, and the numbers prove it. So go sign the Platinum Pledge if you feel that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign up.
You gonna sign up for the Platinum Pledge?
I mean, I might still dibble and dabble in one of them things you said not to do, but I'm gonna sign up though.
you
I'm
gonna
gonna
sign up?
I'm gonna sign up though.
What about you, Lou?
I signed the pledge, but I told you, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress.
I love
But I
that.
support you though.
Yeah, for sure.
I
support you for sure.
though.
For sure.
You dig what I'm saying?
Thank you.